What's up, guys? This is the Mixed House, and we back with another video. Yeah. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the 5 most common questions that interracial couples get asked. We didn't prep these questions per se, or our answers rather, we just looked them up. So you guys are going to get our answers real time as we hear from each other.
It's going to be interesting.
It's child.
Yes.
So let's dig in. Alright, so question number 1. What made you want to marry outside of your race?
What made me want to? I mean, I don't know if it was just an initial thought. I mean, I didn't necessarily go looking, oh, I want to marry a black guy. I mean, I didn't do, I mean, it's not like the thought that came to my head. I mean, I met you and fell in love with you and, God did his thing. That's what I gotta say. I didn't just go looking for a certain race. It just happened how it happened.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay.
I mean, not that I don't like the dark chocolate here. He's handsome. He's gorgeous.
So you went from handsome to gorgeous?
Sorry.
Just handsome.
Let me just say, just handsome.
What made me want to marry outside of my race? Well, I think I always knew I was going to be in some type of interracial marriage.
Really?
Yeah, I think I kind of knew that. I mean, I don't know. I guess when I see mixed kids, it was oh yeah, I want mixed kids too.
Oh, well, yeah.
So,
I mean, I wanted mixed kids, but I didn't think in my
well,
head.
yeah, I mean, I didn't know what race it was going to be specifically.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, it just kind of happened, It's I mean, I don't think we're we're kind of opposite in a little bit. How do you say, opposites attract?
Maybe.
In a way.
But we're not that opposite.
Well, you're light and I'm dark.
Oh my gosh.
How much opposite can you get from that?
That's not what I mean.
Hello. It's like night and day. Yeah, well, I'm just saying. But yeah, I don't think there's one particular thing that I could put my finger on and say oh yeah, she's gonna be white or half white, half Lebanese or something
Yeah.
I don't know, it just happened.
Yeah. I mean, growing up when I was preteen or something, I had a little list. Oh, he's gonna look like this. I mean, you don't look like that. But I mean, better. Yes, you do. You look 1,000 times better than my 12-year-old imagination. Really, I think it was 9, but still, Anyways, should we go to the next question?
Yes, question number 2.
Okay. So question number 2 is, do people stare at you when you're on dates?
Yes. All the time.
You mean you specifically? That's why you pointed at yourself? Or are you just
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just look at that face, is that even really a question?
Oh.
It's definitely, well, okay, this is the thing, and I think this we have talked about before. I think that I am more observant than you are. Things could just fly over your head and you don't even know. But I will say this, it depends on where we are.
Yeah.
Where we are geographically located.
Our geographical location.
Yes. It depends on where we are. I think we get more looks than others.
Well, yeah, because when we're up north, I definitely notice it more. And people have even come up to us and asked us.
Well, New York, when we were in New York, no.
No.
Because, I mean, that's You know, that's
No, not
you
nearly.
have a lot of bunch of interracial couples there. But like when we were in Tennessee and stuff, like yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, it's Tennessee.
Yeah. So.
Sorry if anybody's from Tennessee. I'm not meaning that offensively.
True.
But yeah, I mean, it's just not as normal. And like here in Tampa, it's not even that abnormal here.
I mean, you get some every once in a while.
Yeah, it depends on the area that you're in.
Like our neighborhood. Like when we first moved in, well, we're kind of young too, but like young living in our neighborhood because it's an older community. But like still, even when we moved in here too, people are like, the older people especially are like, oh.
They were kind of staring. But like, it could be both combined. It was the fact that we were young.
Yeah,
and
probably. No, I definitely do think it's because we're young too, because it is an older community.
I'm pretty sure we're the youngest people here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We definitely are.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've noticed it a couple times, but I haven't noticed it in our area very much. When we go out of the state, depending on where we go, I notice it more. Because it's just like, people can't help themselves. They're just like, that's literally like the reaction I got from some older lady. I mean, she didn't look like mad, but she was just like.
So who asked us?
Oh, we were in like the Carolinas somewhere, and we were at like Starbucks, and there was some guy that I guess looked at us, and then some lady came and asked us. She's like, "Did you see how? Did you see how that guy was looking?" And I didn't notice the guy, honestly.
Yeah, I remember her name.
But I think he had like a Confederate flag on his hat or something. She said.
I didn't see that, but I mean, I remember her asking us like if we get a lot of stares.
Yeah, I remember her asking, and she said her daughter or son, I can't remember, was really upset by the guy, and she's just like, I can't believe people are like that still nowadays. I think y'all are beautiful. And she was really nice.
Yeah, she was.
She was really nice. But I mean, like you said, I don't pay attention as much. I just don't pay very much attention to anything, so. Sorry.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm very easily distracted.
Okay.
Yeah. Next question.
Question number 3.
Mm-hmm.
What did your family think when they found out about your partner's race?
They were just excited that I was getting married.
That sounds sad.
It does. Well, you have to understand.
You're getting married finally!
That's not what it means. I'm young to be getting married in most people's eyes.
Yeah.
But, no. But I'm the first one to get married in the family. So, it's like a first for my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, everybody's just like, oh my gosh, it's a wedding, and I don't know what to do, and it's exciting. Oh my gosh. And they already knew you anyways. So, I mean, they're like, oh yeah, James is cool. My mom was just excited in general, like I said, because first wedding that she's been a part of, and now she's like, where's my grandkids? Not coming anytime soon.
anytime soon. Well, technically they are here.
He's talking about the puppies.
Yeah.
There's nothing in my tummy.
They're mixed. Hey.
Nothing in my tummy that I know of anyways, aside from food.
So when my family found out, they didn't really care.
Really?
It wasn't anything like bad. I mean, if anything, it's like they were more like surprised that I was getting married or I was going to be engaged versus the race per se. It was more so like, who is this girl? Because we courted, so we didn't date. We courted for about like 5 months.
Yeah, 5 or 6 months.
So no one else knew except for our pastor and us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my family's out of state, so like I wasn't really going to tell them because I didn't know where it was going to go or where it was going to end up.
Yeah.
So by the time I did tell them, we were like pretty much about to be engaged. So
yeah.
I think that was more so the shock. It's like, well, is she pregnant or something? Like, who is this girl? Like, why are we just not finding out about her and all of that? So I don't think it was necessarily race. They were just like, who is Sarah?
Hi, I'm Sarah. How you doing?
Right.
You know me now, though, but that's okay.
So, but yeah, I think that was it.
Okay, that's understandable though, because I mean, my mom probably picked up on it somehow, some way. Anyways.
Well, I mean, it's you can't like really keep a secret that well.
I don't tell things.
Yeah, you act different.
Yeah, I act different. But I don't just out and say.
This is probably you before we were talking. Oh, Sarah, who's texting you? Oh, just a friend from church. And then like this is you when we're recording. Sarah, who's texting you? Just a friend from church.
I'm not that extreme.
But I'm just saying though, like you can tell the difference.
There was probably a smile on my face, yes. So she probably figured out I was talking to somebody. She just didn't know who. And it's fine. She likes you.
Yeah. Love you too, Mom.
So, I guess the next question?
Yeah, next question.
Okay. Do you feel like it's more difficult to relate to each other?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, because we have different backgrounds, like ethnicity-wise. I think there's some things that you don't understand.
Okay.
That is not easy for me to explain. Okay, put it like this. You know how like something happens, it's a really funny joke, and then someone else comes in there like, oh, like what are you laughing about? And he's like, you have to be there. Like you have to be there to know. Like you can't really retell the joke because it won't be as funny, or if you try to explain it, it won't make sense type thing. So I think some things culturally wise, it's like it's hard to communicate or it's hard to kind of explain because like you're just not that ethnicity. And same thing for me. I'm not white or Lebanese. So some of the things that you do or that you experience, I'm just like, okay, like I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I get that. And I get like it being cultural too, but also I feel like that would still be the same with me marrying someone in a different race, or in the same race, I mean, because everybody's background is different. Well, unless you're siblings, typically no two people are raised the same and in the same area. But it is different.
That's true, but okay, prime case, right? Like, you're asking me, oh, does my hair look frizzy? And I'm like, nah, you good to go. Like, I ain't used to white people hair, I'm used to weave. So, like, I don't know what frizzy is to white people.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, culturally wise, to me, in my opinion, I'm like, nah, girl, rock on with your bad stuff. You look fine. And then we go out somewhere, and you pull down the mirror, and you like, why you let me leave the house like that? I'm like, what you mean, girl? Like, you look fine. Like you ain't got no weed dropping out your hair. Like, you know, like nobody can see your tracks when they were sewn in, like, incorrectly or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I don't know.
That's true, though. That's true. Because you don't get that.
And I still don't.
No, because I'll look at my hair in the mirror when we get home and be like, why didn't you tell me my hair was like da-da-da-da? And I'm like,
honestly, it looked like that to me when we left the house. Like we need to come up with a video, or like, matter of fact, you know, like how, did you work in fast food before?
Yeah. Okay,
so you know like how in the kitchen they have these pictures that say like undercooked, overcooked, undone, whatever. Yeah. We need that, like, with your hair. That's like sloppy, like frizzy, like just right, Goldilocks. So that way when you ask me, I can look at the pictures and compare.
That's okay. I just want to ask. That's okay.
I could be like, yo, you're good to go. I'm like, nah, you frizzy, bro. Like, that's what we need in the bathroom. I'm voting for that. Yeah, that's what we need. So Yeah, some things are hard to explain, but like for the most part, we get by. And our last question is, do you feel like your kids will be bullied?
No. I don't think so.
Nah.
No.
I'm gonna teach them how to fight.
Mm-mm.
With them hands.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. The Holy Ghost hands. Hey!
That's better. There you go.
Glory.
Praise.
The fivefold ministry coming right at you. Pow pow.
You need to get a Bible in that hand.
Yeah, once they wake up, they'll have a Bible in their hand. You felt that knockout? That was the power of the Holy Ghost.
Not.
Let me teach you Acts 2:38.
That's not it.
Nah, I don't think they will be bullied. But I do think they will be treated differently.
Yeah.
Like, I think that people will look at them differently, just like how people look at us differently, depending on where we are geographically, you know, when we have kids or whatever. But but as a matter of fact, share that story that you actually shared with me the other day. That's like a perfect example.
Oh.
About that, the baby.
Yeah, there was an interracial couple that where the wife is black and the husband is white, and the wife was out with her sister-in-law with their little girl, and someone came up and was like, "Oh, the baby's so cute. How old is she?" And they were asking the sister-in-law instead of the wife, and so the wife spoke up. She's like, "Oh, she's actually my daughter," and said however much she is. He's just like, "Oh, it's a mixed one," and walked away.
Yeah, so I think like things like that will probably happen.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be bullied. Because in all honesty, like interracial couples are more prevalent today than they have been in times past. So I mean, I don't know statistically wise the correct numbers, but I can assume now in a standard classroom you will have more interracial kids than you did in the past. So I think it's going to become more of a norm, but I think that certain races may, like certain interracial kids may have different experiences than others. You know?
No, I can agree with that, but like you said, I feel like there's more today than there has been in the past, and like a lot of people, I don't want to say it in a weird way, but a lot of people like are obsessed in a sense with mixed kids.
True.
So I feel like they might actually get more of a positive reaction than we did.
Okay, I can see that.
If you get what I mean. I mean, some people you still probably, will still probably treat them different because of that, of their being mixed. But I don't think they'll be bullied by other kids. I don't feel like that. Anyways.
Cool. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed these questions. Feel free to drop down some other questions that you're curious about in regards to interracial marriages or relationships, and maybe we'll do another video to comment about those.
Yeah, and like he said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you get all the notifications, and we'll see you in our next video.
Alright guys, thanks for sticking around for another episode of The Mixed House, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to continue to post your comments, things that you liked about the video, and that you even want us to discuss and bring up in our conversations next time, alright? But now, let's get to the fun part, the giveaway. Woo! Alright, so do you want to tell us who our 2 winners are?
Yes, so the 2 winners that won free face masks are, drumroll please, Apostolic Reyes and God's Angel 99.
Woo! Congratulations guys, we will be DMing you to get the rest of the information on to get these masks to you. So go ahead and be sure to take some pictures and share. Tag us on Instagram, # the Mixed House. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.